My name is Bourbon.
It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't understand how this is supposed to be something legit. I mean, obviously there is nothing legit to it. It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't really care about blinds.
My name is Bourbon.
Breeze really won. If he wins the whole thing, Matt can't do this again.
My name is Bourbon.
It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't understand how this is supposed to be something legit. I mean, obviously there is nothing legit to it. It's a stupid YouTube contest. I don't really care about blinds.
My name is Bourbon.
Breeze really won. If he wins the whole thing, Matt can't do this again.
What's going on? I'm Bourbon. That's Bonnie. That's Ethan. And this is a big phallic rocket that's about to go boom.
At T-minus 40,
So,
not tracking.
yeah, figured
reason to stop there,
go
so
live again,
should
see if it actually gets
see
off
us
the
go right
ground,
through that.
hang out for a bit, and yeah, we'll go from there.
All
See if
right.
anybody wants to
So
hang
through
out with us
T-minus
while
40.
we see if
We're
they get
counting
this done.
down. We're going to let our
Trying to
flight
make
director,
Prettier.
Machek Batura, take us the rest of the way.
Better.
30 seconds,
See if I
the
can do
10th
Wait, two,
liftoff
maybe it'll look a
of
little better.
Starship.
That's about as good as it's going to get for today's launch. And see if anybody wants to hang out and have a pour. We're going to have a pour.
T-minus 15.
Hopefully my audio's working. And hopefully you can hear the audio of the launch.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they lit it.
We have liftoff.
And there you go.
Vehicle pitching downrange.
Booster chamber pressure nominal.
92, 33. All 30
All right, we're a little over 40 seconds into flight. 33 out of 33 Raptor
avionics
engines.
power and telemetry nominal.
Getting good call outs, healthy systems
Yes, sir.
on the
Great
booster as it starts
Last
to pitch
call.
over the Gulf.
See if this thing can do the thing.
All right, we're a little over 1 minute into flight, about to pass through max Q.
Cheers, great shot.
Max Q.
Did you like anything?
All right, so we are through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, max stress on the vehicle as it continues to fly.
Our next major event is going to be hot staging, which is happening in just over 90 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of its Raptor engines. The clamps holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship second stage ignites its engines. The ship then separates from the Super Heavy booster and heads to space. At the same time, the 3 engines still
Hey,
firing
Joe,
on
cheers,
Super Heavy
ammo. Yeah,
will
this
flip
is
the
not
booster
gonna be a long
around.
stream,
10
just
more
here to
engines will
watch,
ignite
see
for
what
the
these
boost
things
back
get
burn,
done
putting the
today.
first stage on the path for
Cheers, ammo.
splashdown in the Gulf. As we mentioned earlier, the hot stage will be jettisoned for this flight, and that should occur just after the boost back burn. So we're about to shut down the first stage and perform hot staging. So let's just watch and listen.
At least that confirms that the stream is working. Let's pin that link, even though I don't know if anybody's actually going to jump on. But it's there if you want it.
All right, seeing the engine start to throttle down.
We are going for space.
Miko. Ship ignition. Boost back burn startup.
There we go.
Separation.
And the wrap.
Stage separation
Not
confirmed. We've got
regulated.
6 engines running on ship. Booster is doing its boost back burn, continuing now towards its splashdown site in the Gulf. We are
Raptor
seeing
chamber
all 6
pressure is
Raptors
nominal.
lit up on ship.
Yes, David, it launched. It is in flight right
You
there,
heard
right
them
now.
report ship chamber pressure is nominal, so that chamber pressure, just that expected thrust level in those Raptor engines on the ship. 3 vacuum optimized,
Ship
3 sea
avionics,
level,
power and
all
telemetry
looking
nominal.
good.
And that is the booster trying to return. But did look like we have one engine out on the way back already, or was it 2?
There's a view into the business end from the ship.
Boost back burn shutdown.
How's the audio level on any of you that are?
Right, so at this point, we finished our boost back burn, so that was shut down. So that's the first of the 2 burns after a launch that the booster is going to do today. So now it's headed towards the Gulf. It's not going to be quite as an aggressive of a flight down. We relaxed that angle of attack a little bit, but we are then going to be looking for it to do its engine tests for the landing burn, and those are going to be a little unique this time.
Yeah, typically we start with all 13 center
blow
inner
up
engines lit
again.
for that landing burn and bring that down to just the center 3. But one of our test objectives for today is to simulate what an engine out situation would look like. So we're going to be intentionally turning off one of those center 3 and instead lighting one of the engines from the middle 10 ring.
Yeah, we did see one of those engines in the middle ring shut down during the initial ascent. Oh, looks like we have hot stage jettison. You can see it floating away there to the left of the booster.
Yeah, that's when they pop the ring off on the top.
Yeah, we did see one of those middle engines shut down during the ascent. Again, we are resilient to engine out on Super Heavy. That's why we're able to get through our ascent. Starship flying on the expected path.
That's okay.
There's still a
That's
chance
kinda
that
how I
engine
want it.
could be back in the mix for the very start of the landing burn. So we'll see if we light up all 13. But we've even done a landing burn at the tower with an engine out. So very resilient. We'll see how it does on its way down to the Gulf, though.
It's good to see the second stage still burning so far. Not doing anything crazy. It doesn't.
So we got a couple of minutes. That landing burn
maybe
start
I
should
should-
be just about 40 seconds away.
Seen a little bit of a spin there, but that could be planned.
That's always
Yeah,
rad. You
saved.
can see the boost plume itself in the background as it was coming in.
Well, I'd rather my audio
About
be
20
low
seconds
and let
to
you
land
hear
the
what's
burn.
going on.
Ship Raptor chamber pressure is nominal.
Here we go. We're coming for a landing. You can take myself off.
All right, here we go.
Landing burn startup.
Looks like we
I
got
believe
12 of
they're
those
pitching it in the
13.
Gulf today, yeah, and not trying to land
Down
it
to
on
3,
the
including one of the middle ring. Down to 2.
Landing burn
Nice
shutdown.
little hover.
They're hovering.
Landing burn
with-
shut down. And into the Gulf, here we come. And the booster has splashed down.
Incredible flight for booster today.
Well, that was planned. They weren't planning on
Meanwhile,
trying to catch
back in
that.
space, about 7 minutes into today's flight, ship continuing its ascent burn. This goes until just about 9 minutes into our flight. That ship engine cutoff
Still going.
is
That's
slated for 8
fine.
minutes and 57 seconds. We are going to see those 3 RVAC, the Raptor vacuum engines. Those are the bigger circles in that little indicator on the bottom right of your screen. Those will shut down first.
There we go.
And we continue burning for a couple seconds longer on
So
those
far,
inner
looking
3
good.
before we hit SECO, or second engine cutoff.
No crazy spinning or anything this time yet.
Yeah, these views are looking great. Once again, thanks to Starlink for getting us these views. It's just incredible. Can we just hear the sound
It will
from the
float
booster?
until
We
they.
just got a late boom from the booster.
Yep. See, late boom. But last time this thing was spinning at this point.
Yeah,
so
we
this
have
is a good
ship
sign.
engine cutoff coming up here just shortly. And as we mentioned, today's flight test is not an orbital flight, but rather one that demonstrates Starship's orbital capability.
Starship from terminal guidance.
Just a reminder, if anybody wants to cop on and have a
All
drink,
right,
or
entering
just
the
hang
final
out and
phase
watch,
of this burn.
just click that link at the top right.
Under 30
Four
seconds to
people
go.
watching, so yeah. We are coming up on Seco.
All right, shut down the vacuum engines.
They are blowing it up instead of reusing it because it is the end of this
Ship engine
generation.
We shut down those
There we
center
go.
three.
Engine shut
Successful ship engine cutoff.
So it is suborbital now. The reason they're blowing it up is they don't plan to use them again. They have next generation, newer,
Seco,
bigger,
baby. Here we go.
higher
That's what we want.
technology. These are all
Nominal orbit
prototypes.
insertion.
This is nothing more than
All right,
a
we just heard the
prototype.
call out for nominal orbital insertion.
We're technically in orbit, but not in orbit. This is all
All
a
right,
test
so
and
ship
practice
is in
and testing
space.
equipment.
There we go. We're seeing the flaps starting to move into a stowed position. That's why it looks like your camera's moving.
Okay. Oh, the flap is moving
Yeah, exciting
down.
to see
All right.
Starship safely in space, and super pumped to see all the team's hard work in action here today. And of course, as guaranteed, it's been an exciting day so far. We successfully lifted off right on time at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Thankfully, our weather was looking good today. And booster,
What up, Rob?
we had our soft splashdown in the
We're
Gulf, so
watching a spaceship.
ship continues on.
Yeah, ship able to
that time
complete
we
its
made fun of an
ascent burn
astronaut?
all the way in. You can see some of the shadows start to creep as it's going to be eventually flying into an orbital nighttime. So we'll see
Well, I'll
some
be damned.
daylight start to go away. But ship is in orbit, completed its burn. And I mean, that's just the beginning. Now we've got a whole bunch more to go. So we've got some exciting demonstrations
Ship
planned
FPS is
while
safe.
we're on orbit.
Okay.
That right there, we just saved the FTS, the flight termination system. That's that automatic flight safety system we have on the vehicle. So that is now turned off while ship starts its coast period. We are coming up. Our next milestone is going to be the deployment of those Starlink simulators. We've got some payload inside of Starship
They're
that we're
gonna
hoping
try
to
and open
deploy
the door
into
again.
space for the very first time. That deploy is supposed to start at about 18 minutes and 27 seconds into the flight, so just about 7 minutes from now. That deploy will take place over a couple of minutes. It'll go about one satellite a minute, so we'll be spread out over that. It might get a little dark, but we've got a couple of views that we can show you to see that deploy in action. After that, we're also looking to do a relight of a single Raptor engine while we are in space. We've done this once before. This is not necessary to deorbit, as we are in a suborbital trajectory, but this is essentially a chance to test out what we need to be able to do a deorbit burn. So we'll be doing that a little bit later in the flight, about 37 minutes or so into the flight. And then we get into reentry. We're looking to get that light show and, more importantly, get that really critical data about the ship's heat shield.
Yeah, exactly. At about T plus 45 minutes, we'll be heading for reentry. Again, running those experiments with the tiles. We're going to be doing missing tiles, metallic tiles, and also intentionally loading those vehicles' flaps. Hopefully, we'll also see a splashdown in the Indian Ocean today.
Yeah, we were able to get to a reentry last time, but we didn't
So what
have
they're
full
saying
attitude
is they're going to
control,
first
so
try and open.
we
They
weren't able to go
literally
in,
made a
heat shield
owl
first the
in
way
the cargo bay
we're
door.
designed
They literally
to.
made a cargo bay
So
door
we
on
ended
this
up
thing,
losing
and they
contact
have
with the
big
ship before
satellites
we could
inside.
make it all the way through.
And they've never
So you still get
successfully
data, but
opened the
you're
door
not
on
really
one
getting
of
the
these
data
yet
that we
to
want
push things
to
out.
make sure we're kind of stress testing.
So
the
they're
vehicle.
going to
As
try
Amanda
and
just
push
said,
things
we
out in
removed
about
a
4 or
bunch of
5
tiles,
minutes and see if
we
that
do
works.
this in
And
sort of
see what else
intentionally
happens. possibly
scary places
relight the
on
thing
the vehicle
again,
because we're
and
really
then
looking.
hopefully not blow
Are
up.
there spots that were vulnerable to this?
Well, not blow
Before
up
we
till
ever
it
start
lands
moving
in-
towards, putting ship into a full orbital mission
Ahoy,
to then
boys!
do
Ahoy,
reentries a
John!
little
How
bit
are
later
you?
on. So really, really critical to get that data. Really
Raptor,
looking
yes, they
forward
call all
to
the
a
engines
controlled
on this.
reentry.
So they're
Yeah, for sure. As we
Raptor
always
Model
say,
S.
our main payload is
These
data.
are all Raptor.
But today we also have some actual payload on board, and those simulators that Starship will be deploying, we'll see coming up here in just a few minutes. These are dummy satellites that are about the same size as our V3
go.
Starlinks. We have 8 in the Starship PEZ dispenser and expect to deploy at a rate of about 1 per minute, as Dan mentioned earlier. Starlink is critical in all of our flights on Starship to get our main payload data, as we always say. And in fact, it's Starlink that's currently providing these views you see as Starship cruises a couple hundred kilometers above our home planet and provides real-time telemetry through every phase of flight.
Yeah, we took a peek inside of the Starship payload bay there for a second. So there's 8 of them there. They kind of look just big steel plates, essentially. They're roughly the same size as those V3 satellites. When we do get that view inside of the payload bay, the payload door will kind of be on your right, and we'll start to see them go out like a PEZ dispenser.
It should leave
Here's
that
a
door
look inside.
shut.
So
Look how it
those
worked out
right
for
down
Ocean
there in
Gate.
the center, they're kind of 2 stacks of 4
And
on either
reminder,
side.
if there is,
And
if
then the
that
payload door
idiot
is
does try
just
to
to
go
their right.
to Ocean
And
Gate
so
again,
we'll look to see that open. And
I will live stream if Ocean Gate tries to go again.
vacuum before
Another,
we open the door. That was one of the
submarine
things we
stream
ran
with
into
plain
on the
cocktail.
last flight, as when we had that fuel diffuser fail, the pressure in the
British
nose
private
cone
sector can really
became
do this
basically
better
too
and
high
cheaper. I mean,
for the
they're doing it pretty
actuator
cool,
of
I'll
the
tell you
door
that.
to open. So that's why we weren't able to get the door open that time.
V3 Cadillac, possible.
We have not seen anything like that on this flight.
Now,
Everything's looking good
V3
with
will be
our
the
fuel
V3
tank
Raptor.
and our fuel press system. So we are hopefully just a couple of minutes away from seeing that payload door open and getting to our first ever payload. It's not the first payload we've ever carried, but it's the first one we're going to try and shoot
Gotta
off
get
into
fuel. I'll
space.
be back. All right, cheers, brother. Amo, time for dinner. Have a great evening. Catch you all later. Enjoy, Amo.
All right,
Have a good
so
dinner.
I think we're supposed to open the payload door in just about a minute and change. And you're
If I see
seeing a
the
little
door
bit of
open, I'm
residual
gonna
gas.
pop the
And
full screen.
we opened the door once. I want to say it was back on flight 3 when we were able to make it up into space. And you'll kind of see a lot of that gas rushing out into the
And don't
vacuum
forget
of
to
space.
hydrate,
It's the
folks.
residual that's left over after we've already vented
Always
it
a
down.
good idea to
So
hydrate.
kind of a cool light show.
How are you? Great chat.
And then we'll get ready to deploy those payloads out.
See what happens here. I'm going to switch onto a little 1792 Bubble and Bond, keeping it a little light for this early stream.
And as we mentioned, so we have crossed over now at this point into an orbital nighttime. So views from the outside will get pretty dark, but we'll see what we can see. We do this by design. We've been launching these later in the day here in Texas to try and get daytime views when we splash down. So it's daytime over in the Indian Ocean, where we are currently headed.
Just a few seconds until we expect those payload doors to open.
Hopefully the next time they do this, I'll have this full screen. But again, I really didn't prep for this.
All right, one more time. Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Let's see what happens. Oh. Come on. Open up. Open up and say, come on. Last time they tried
We are
to
currently in payload deploy prep.
They need the special edition Space Guzzler. You're not wrong.
And the door is open.
Door is open. I didn't see it open. Did you guys see it open? Make sure your stream isn't frozen. It's not frozen.
All right, so the payload door is open. We should see the first satellite start to deploy at about T plus 18 minutes and 27 seconds. So should be only about 30 seconds. So one step closer. Hal listened this time. He cooperated. He opened the payload door for us. There's a view kind of behind the Pez here, looking out into the vacuum of space.
Yeah, there's kind of some satellites in the way, bud.
Until payload deploy.
Oh. Sort of reminds me of Stargate a little bit. About 5 seconds.
Ship has transitioned to payload deploy.
Come on. Let's see what you got. We got camera deploying. Come on. You missed it getting off the ground, Sean. It's playing around in space now. They're trying to slide things out and out the hole. They're trying to put it in the hole and out the hole. Oh, something's moving. Oh. I see something moving. Oh, there we go. There we go. Looks like it's going. Can you see outside, please?
Pew pew. Been waiting way too long to do that. There we go.
There goes another one.
There goes another one.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's floating away. Now it should lower it down. It's like a Pez dispenser, they call it. Come on, lower it. Lower down.
Super exciting moment as you can hear the energy in both Hawthorne and Starbase. Everyone's super excited for finally getting to deploy some of those simulated satellites.
Pez system moving down.
I'll bring the great shot in, then I'm going to throw it back in the background, but they should still be.
As we said, we're going to do about one every minute or so.
Cheers,
and this is just kind of a dress rehearsal for when we're going to be deploying the V3 satellites.
Well, this is a success. They've never done this. They've never made this happen.
Massive increase to Starlink's capability.
The door broke.
Each one of them
times
has
they tried. The ship blew
60
up.
terabits per second of capacity
working.
that's going to get added to the network per launch.
How are you feeling?
20 times more than what we're adding with every single Falcon.
Well, it's going down some. I'm starting to do a little better.
You know, stepping.
There goes another satellite.
There goes another one.
There.
Looks like a flat piece of metal.
I mean, basically the idea is they made the satellite flat pack so that they'll go out and what is that going back in? Oh, I think that's the launching measurement.
Yeah.
So now the whole thing.
All right. So as we said, we've got 8 total that we're going to go through today. It's about
that they haven't shown yet. I haven't seen it like lower.
Looking good on payload deploy.
That one looked like it kind of came back in. Maybe it didn't go out right. There it goes. Get out. Oh, there's the door finally. Now I want to see the whole stack lower down. They essentially described it as a Pez dispenser.
Yeah, so what? Kind of like putting like seating, you said, just drops down to the next
seating. So see there, it just went down a little bit. See that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I need something light.
I want to see them outside.
What are they going to do? Just add more junk into space? Come on, thanks.
No, it's all on a trajectory to burn up in the Indian Ocean. It's not. They intentionally didn't put it in orbit.
Oh,
we actually start launching the V3 Starlinks on
just
Starship.
Below orbit,
then, about 60 each time, so it'll be about an hour to get through a full stack. But again, it's just going to be a massive increase in the amount of bandwidth. It's going to enable gigabit upload download for people with Starlink, anywhere on the planet, and for us. Starlink is just a tremendous part of just the Starship flight test program.
Yeah, absolutely. Always getting us that data, and yeah, the amazing views we have on the vehicle today.
Yeah, views brought to you by Starlink of us deploying Starlink simulators before we deploy actual Starlinks. How deep does it go? All right, another one firing out.
I'll be damned.
That seems to be working pretty good this time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if the door goes closed.
Oh.
Opening it is half the battle. They got to see if they can close it back up. Pretty cool. You can see like a little conveyor belt thing going on there on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There we go. That's pretty cool. Nope, time for the next
looking
Fez.
smooth today.
Put it out. You taking any bee medicine, Great Shot?
Nah.
Well, by bee medicine, I mean whiskey.
Oh, well, yes. Just fixing to start one with a little Aberfeldy.
There you go.
Something like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a little 1783 and then a little, now we're on a little 1792 bottled and bond.
There you go.
Come on, clear up the picture. There we go.
Where are all these people at that are applauding?
All right, looks like we've got one left.
Almost there.
And it's rolling back.
Yeah, there you go. One remaining, so 7 of the 8 have been deployed. 1 more to go. And then we will have completed our first ever payload deploy operation.
Wow.
Just a reminder, we're on a suborbital trajectory. These satellites on that exact same suborbital trajectory, they're going to burn up entirely. They're on that same trajectory towards the Indian Ocean. So the last one has been deployed.
Where are all those people
Simulator payload complete. Heck yeah, everybody.
At Starbase in Texas.
Loving the energy from Starbase and Hawthorne.
Starbase.
Oh, and Hawthorne.
There, now it's empty. Looking a little lonely, but
Successfully deployed all the simulator satellites.
really, really cool to see them all out there. Again, people that have followed know Starlink's really critical for the Starship program, in addition to, getting all those views back from the cameras on Starship, which this is an external view. As I said, it's dark outside right now. The lights are off. So it's going to be hard to make stuff out. But in a little while, the sun's going to start coming up as we get to re-entry, which is going to be really critical.
Lights are out and nobody's home.
Yep.
I mean,
I wonder if you'll be able to
for
see them
Starship
sitting
data
out,
cameras
kinda
also use
drifting
it
at the same speed.
on the cameras that we use to bring you,
You know,
views
when,
of these
when the
launches,
lightning
and also
comes
hopefully of the re-entry and splashdown. We'll see.
Right now, they're over the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
And that's just kind of how it all comes together. Like, we're using Starlink on the planet, off the planet. With Starship, we actually get a pretty insane, if you're in the space industry, bandwidth to space is usually pretty minimal. We get about 120 megabits per second. That's split between our high-definition video and real-time telemetry. We get that every phase of flight, including re-entry. So it's not just giving us views of re-entry, but we're getting all of that engineering data in real time through phases that it used to be impossible to get that.
Yeah, I'll get it full screen
really
one of
incredible.
these days.
Yeah, Starlink definitely affords us all this capability.
You know what would be
and a
exciting for them
reminder,
to
it's
bring
the
the price
world's
of
largest
Starlink phone
satellite
down.
constellation
Well, that's part
operating
of the
in
point
low
of
Earth
this,
orbit
Rob.
to deliver
If they
high-speed,
can do this,
low-latency
they
broadband
can launch
internet.
Starlink
This
satellites
provides
that are
internet
like
access
10
to
times
people
the
all around
size.
the world, many of whom had never had connectivity
How
before.
many?
Today, Starlink serves more than 150
How May
countries,
was the
territories,
Chinese
and
spot
other
that Rob
markets,
and I used to
with
eat
over
at all
6
the
million
time?
active customers
I wonder
and
what he's getting
counting.
at there.
To meet the growing global demand for high-speed internet, SpaceX expanded its factory in Bastrop, Texas, and also introduced Starlink Mini, as well as an upgraded
The one in
version
Bastrop,
of the
Texas,
Starlink
is right down the
standard
street from me.
All right, now with payload deploy complete,
seriously, I can
Starship
be
is now going to close its
that
payload
place
bay
in-
door and continue to coast
Are they gonna
toward
show
Earth,
us
minutes?
around Earth, towards the Indian Ocean. Sorry, I'm really excited today. We are in space, people. Still a lot of major events to come, though. We are looking to relight one of those Raptor engines at about 37 minutes, 33 seconds into the flight, followed by atmospheric entry, hell of a light show, and splashdown. So we're going to go on a quick break, take a quick coast, sit back, enjoy the views. A little bit dark now, but they'll get better soon.
If they
couple
play
of space
music, I'm
jams.
gonna
We'll be
hide
back in just a
because
few
they will
minutes
probably get
for
us
that
shut
Raptor
down.
relight and then re-entry. See you soon.
Well, if they're going to burn it up in the atmosphere, it shouldn't be a splashdown, right?
All right, I am killing it for the moment because they are playing music,
Oh,
and I will bring it back when they're actually showing something.
probably.
Actually, I can. No, you know what I can do? I'll show it. I'll just mute it. There we go. And I'll go to this view. There we go.
There you go.
So we keep it on screen. Keep the clock ticking. So, yeah. So the bee stings are easing up a little better today.
Yeah, still got some swollen spots and shit like that, but it's going down.
Did you myrtleize them today?
No.
For anybody first seeing this, Great Chuck got stung by 7 honeybees yesterday?
Yeah, I think I counted around 9. Once I got the
9. Yeesh.
scrubbing around, there's a couple back here and a couple on this side, both temples, right eyelid, underneath my cheek here, and then on down here on the cheek. It's
You
just
sure
going
you
down.
got all the stingers out?
Oh yeah,
Well, of the ones you didn't know about yesterday.
yeah. I scratched on those. Well, like I said, scrubbed my hair real good,
Mhm.
make sure everything was
You
out.
felt them come out. You got that relief.
Yeah. And the
So
hands going down.
did you introduce them to fire today?
No, I'm gonna wind up calling the Texas Bee Works and have them come out and just take them,
Is that the ones
rehome them somewhere else.
Is that the ones you had to pay last time?
No, that was a different company. I'm not having them back.
No.
Last week was it 2 weeks ago? I got rid of. Turned out to be 7 different honeybee hives.
Yeah, and you had to pay them. You would have think that they would pay you for it.
I know. They're going to charge somebody else for those honeybee hives.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to pay them. And then I got like a quart of honey. I'm like, really? You had 7 hives and I got a quart?
And who are these new people you found?
They're Austin Bee Works. They'll remove the honeybee hives for free. And they're real gentle about it. And they rehome them somewhere else, put them in another hive, get them going. And then, they might, sell some to California uses bunches of them in Florida for all the pollination of all the fruits and everything.
Right.
And I think they're probably using a bunch out in Fredericksburg too for like all the grapes.
Probably.
I mean, that would seem natural.
You would think more people would be watching this, but I guess, it is what it is. I know probably Hello Again Whiskey Friends is probably going live now.
The indoor air quality in your home recently changed to poor.
There you go, Josh Fritz. You got your welcome. Cheers, Josh.
Was Ethan back there passing gas?
Yeah, pretty much.
It only started going once you got home.
He dressed for the occasion and everything.
Ah. I wonder all that stuff is floating around on the screen there.
Stuff.
Like you wouldn't think there'd be much in
Personally, I believe it's probably ice.
Ah.
Anything, any liquid that was anywhere from any of the tanks, anywhere in the ship is any little bit of humidity or moisture is going to turn to ice in space.
Well, it's been pretty damn humid here. In fact, it just rained here at my house for about 20 minutes.
Wow.
Unusual, but we got a little bit of a front moving in, and of course, all the Gulf moisture is pushing up, so we get thunderstorms in the afternoon. Little, just pop up ones. Like there's one here, and it may not rain across the street.
Yeah. Little monsoony action.
Yeah.
You going live tomorrow with Jody?
Yeah. No, Thursday.
Oh yeah, today's only Tuesday. I'll be down. Oh wait, that means Hello Again Whiskey isn't on tonight. I don't think anybody's on right now.
Who else? Who goes on Tuesday?
Tuesday's at 8 o'clock. Who the heck is on? I don't think anybody.
21090.
Nope, they're not going tonight either, and they don't go till 9.
Ah.
Oh, who would be on tonight? Scotty would be on.
The Junkies.
My Bourbon Journey. Yeah, he's live. He started 2 minutes ago. Scotty, My Bourbon Journey.
Okay. And the Junkies.
If they go.
The Bourbon Junkies. What's this? There's something on there about them just popped up.
If they go, they probably go around 9.
Oh, it's a recap for Matt Madness. I
have a special sound clip for that. Where is it? Why can't I find it? Yeah. Wasn't asking me. Can't find my sound. Oh, there it is. Boring. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Boring. The only thing more scripted than American Idol. So they're just showing views around the ship, but there's barely any light, so you can't see a damn thing. It's awesome. Real useful.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a glow there now.
Yeah, it could be a little bit.
Can see it, kind of orangey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be the start of. So they're coming into. They launched in daylight, flew over the night, and then now they're coming into daylight over Africa, into the Indian Ocean.
Just light off one of those engines and get there faster.
Love the Junkies. They were a live streaming. I love the Junkies too. I was talking about Matt Madness. I had nothing to do with the Junkies. I actually have a lot of respect for them for turning YouTube money into a real business and putting out some damn good whiskey.
Yeah. I haven't tried any of their whiskeys, but it's pretty good though.
You've never had a sample of Evernorth?
No.
Seriously?
Nope, never tried it.
Yeah, I need to change that.
I am going to go to my. Oh, you might want to look it up. Twin Liquors and Bastrop.
Mm-hmm.
Look that one up because they're having a sale starting Thursday, and I was in there Saturday,
okay.
and looking around, and they have prices they're going to mark stuff down to, and like the one I'm going to go in there and pick up Thursday, they had a Lagavulin 16.
Mm-hmm.
Normally like 109, and I think they marked it down to like $63.
That's a ripoff for Lagavulin 16. That should be like $60 to $80.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, around here it's always about 100 or a little better.
All right. Well, yeah, but my point is them charging one something normally is a ripoff, not the reduced price.
I'm going to pick up the reduced price.
I can get log. I'll tell you what I can get log 16 for here right now without even trying. Let's see here.
Well, damn, we got to factor in.
Oh no! I'm just saying. I'm just curious. Let's see logs. I'm putting in some place I know that has good prices.
Okay.
Lagavulin 16, $84. So my point is that 120 something or 130 something is asinine.
Yeah, the twin is usually cheaper. It's like 109, something like that, and then Total Wine will have it higher than that for some reason.
So where can you see the prices they're marking things down to?
Oh, it didn't show. Well,
I don't think so. They have multiple locations.
Oh yeah.
Hills.
Yeah, they're all locations all over.
So what else did you see? That anything else catch your eye? Oh, there looks like we got some daylight happening again.
I just looked at some of the different scotches, and I'm gonna probably go back and pick up a couple of different ones of those.
Yeah, I'm saying, did anything catch your eye other than the
Lager 16? Oh shoot, who else was there? There was like a Glenfiddich 15 that was marked down pretty good. They don't have Coleman.
Glenfiddich 15 is pretty boring.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I wouldn't spend your money on that personally.
Balvenie, they had those marked down. You know, the Caribbean cask and the double wood, and a couple other ones.
Independent Joe in the house. My rocket wants to launch as well. Bounce.
Yeah.
Well, this rocket already launched, buddy. So apparently they're doing it at all their locations.
Uh-oh, lit it off.
Oh, there you go. That's the relight. Let me put the audio back on. Whoop, my bad.
And it's off again.
Oh, whoa! I just made it bigger. Look at that. How'd I do that?
On this milestone.
I will rewind it a bit.
Very exciting to
That
see.
was
think
a
I
cool
can
light
rewind
show. Yeah, I get to do a mini version here. So again, that's going to be really critical for
Maybe not.
when we're doing deorbit burns.
My
Like
bad.
as you're
Missed the
going
reload.
through, which if you don't have one of these,
Joe's
not so much
rocket
fun.
launched the rocket.
But like you're able to actually like light. Oh, didn't,
Oh, look at that! I didn't even know I could make that do that.
Light that
That looks
engine.
pretty cool now.
not set
Yeah.
my co-host on fire.
No
And
edges.
that's what we'll eventually do
Yep,
to
there you go.
break out
Joe
of
made it
orbit,
bigger.
come
Yep,
back
you
down
sure
to
did,
Earth.
buddy.
So really cool to see one of those engines light back up again in space.
So they have a
space
whole ton of
Very
locations. You
exciting.
said
We're
Bob
going to
Trout.
be heading back for reentry at about T plus 45 minutes. So we're going to take another quick break. And we will
45
see you
minutes.
soon.
Wow.
Yeesh. Oh, they're doing music again. Gotta mute it.
Yep. That's some junky elevator music too.
Did they just say 45 minutes?
Yeah. Like 45 minutes till splashdown.
Oh, well, 45 minutes till splashdown. It's going to start, going through the plasma and possibly burning up way before that.
Yeah.
Bandera, Mueller, Spring, Woodlands. They have a ton of locations. I haven't found Bastrop yet.
Yeah. Bastrop's one I'm at. Or actually, it's outside of Bastrop. It's on Highway 71.
Might they call it something else? Or oh, no, I found the Bastrop location. Or Bastrop location. Here we go.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to be able to see the
The
markdowns.
lower prices. Yeah. I think you've got to go in the store possibly, which kind of sucks. But you might be able
But
to
they
pull up
might
what
lower
they-
it that
yeah.
day. What so those were the only couple things that really caught your eye?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there is some other stuff in there, but I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. I just seen like 3 or 4 different things, and I'm like, oh man, prices on these are awesome. I'm going to cut to come back and probably bring a couple $100 with me.
So what happened with that Schmirte Schmerben?
Oh, it's gone.
I told you.
She's gone.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was marked up higher than what I was saying it was, because he had a Weller Special Reserve there, like just the normal fifth.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "How much is that?" Because my cousin was wanting some, and he rang it up and said it was $60. I'm like, "No, that's
For what bottle?
For a $23 bottle of Weller Special Reserve, the green label."
Oh, well, you can't go by that. So the Twin Liquor's current price on Lagavulin 16 is $97.99.
There you go.
So if they marked it higher than that, they're marking things up before marking them down. That's shady as shit.
Well, I think I'm saying it was right at 109 or something, but it may have been right at 100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, seeing some daylight.
Yep, we're seeing some things happen here. Don't know if they're good or bad yet. I mean, if the bottom right there, you can see the angle the ship is sitting on, and it's not spinning, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the angle they're going to have it on for re-entry.
Damn.
And on the bottom left, you'll see it start to slow down once it starts hitting the atmosphere, and then you'll start seeing plasma
26.
glow.
Wow. Thanks, hauling ass.
Yep. Ground control to Major Tom.
It sounds like he would fit the profile for that era.
Why is it so warm in here?
Close your hatch.
You went swimming today.
Oh, excuse me.
Slacker. This guy, while we were working, he went swimming.
Yeah.
I did nothing yesterday.
Did this.
I'm going to utilize this empty bottle and break it over your fucking head.
Isn't my cousin a sweetheart?
Oh yeah.
I did nothing yesterday. Yeah, you're a real fucking comedian.
I try.
I think you got the wrong candidate.
Actually, we're with Great Shot. What do you got in the glass right now? Still the Aberfeldy?
Yeah.
This. No, I'm gonna grab a little sketch. You almost done with that one?
Yep. A little scotchy scotch.
What are you thinking next?
Oh, maybe some little splash of Lecheg.
Jake. All right. You're gonna go Petey. I'm not gonna be nasty to Ethan taking the Pete land.
Let's see. We don't have to go, Petey. We'll just see. We'll get something else.
You like that one, huh?
Well, I'm saying,
Well, I'm looking what else I have
if
open.
you
around
have something else that's not
Yeah.
here. I'm looking.
Uh,
Patience. I mean, I have tons that's not Petey. I just don't know what I have in arm's reach. That's what I'm looking.
Glenn Cadam, 10-year.
Yeah, I have it around. I'm just not sure if I have it within arm's reach without getting up. I'm looking around.
Because I still got an ounce of that sample.
Oh, actually, what do I have behind you on the bottom? Actually, let's go with that Glen Scotia there.
Ooh.
Bottom shelf. It says Glen Scotia on the third bottle from the left.
White label.
White box. Got it. The words on it aren't clear enough.
Oh,
The box is set back.
I can see it from here.
yeah.
It's just the double cask PX.
I got you. Let's see. No, I don't have one. All I got's the Irene Tan one.
There you go. Independent Bowie. That would be more like. Yeah, he's like the original Cartman.
$267. Got 200.
No, we're starting to get plasma. You see that glow? That's actually from heat.
Oh, the red.
Yeah, let me see if they're talking or if they're still playing music.
And head for a splashdown.
They are talking.
In the Indian Ocean. We don't plan to recover the spacecraft today, but if we do make it all the way down to the water, who knows? But the goal of this part of the flight is to learn as much as we can about the ship's heat shield. A fully reusable, rapidly reusable heat shield for a spacecraft has never been done before. It's one of the hardest engineering challenges still out there for us. And so this is a time to really dig in and get that data.
Yeah, absolutely. And re-entry is a critical phase of flight, so we'll need information on how the ship's system end up performing. And Starlink will also help us gather as much data as possible, which is really the main reason why we do these flight tests. Starlink provides us with one more path to collect data to help us rapidly iterate on Starship's design. And if the ship manages to make it all the way to re-entry, we'll collect valuable data on the spacecraft flying through the Earth's atmosphere at hypersonic speeds or more than 5 times the speed of sound.
Yeah, throughout history, a lot of times this is when you go into just a complete data and insight blackout, where that plasma sheath builds up around the outside of the spacecraft that blocks all of your signals that are trying to fight through to talk to either satellites out in space or towers down on the ground. Starship's big size kind of gives us awake, but what really helps us punch through is the fact that we're using Starlink. We're operating at just a much higher frequency. That's not what we want to see. So we saw some of the aft skirt just take a hit.
Part of it just looked like it popped off.
So
or
we've
blew
got
up.
some visible damage on the aft skirt.
Clipped the satellite on the way down.
Though. And again, we are intentionally stressing the
Yeah,
ship
they are going
as we go
intentionally
through this.
going
So
super
it is
hard.
not guaranteed to be a smooth ride down to the Indian Ocean. We've removed a
Changed
bunch
the
of
altitude on
tiles in kind of critical
Well, they're also
places
doing it
across
like
the
this
vehicle.
instead of like
So
this.
seeing stuff
Yeah.
like that
So,
is
you know,
still
they're
valuable
taking
to us.
a
We are
beating
trying to
on it on
kind of
purpose.
push this vehicle to the limits to learn what its limits are as we design our next version of Starship. So 47 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight.
Show us the
Excitement
internal
ticking up a
view.
little
It's
bit on
glowing
re-entry
red.
already.
Yep.
But the light show is continuing.
That is
this
actually
re-entry
plasma.
is going to take
Look at this.
about 20 minutes or so until our planned splashdown. We were trying to splash down about 1 hour and 6 minutes into the flight.
Oh boy, there goes some more pieces. Did you see that?
Yeah, and one day Starship is designed to land on Mars where there are obviously no runways or other humans to help us out. So we are doing propulsive landing instead of more traditional means such as parachutes. And propulsive landing enables us to have more rapid reusability with these vehicles.
Well, bring it in
The
slower.
ship itself, it's a little
Well,
over 50 meters tall.
The whole point of this is
We've got
to
those
test,
6 engines
you know,
on board, the 3
see
vacuum,
what the maximum
the 3
limits
sea
are.
level, and they're down in that aft skirt region, which
flaps have control.
See, notice it's starting to slow down now on the bottom.
right, so at this point the flaps
Just a
have
little
control.
bit.
That means we're
Oh,
getting
well,
into a
it's
dense
going up
enough
pretty
part
good
of the
now.
atmosphere
Mhm.
that the flaps can start controlling us. We're not
I feel
only
like we're
reliant
missing an engine
on
now.
those kind of reaction control system thrusters.
We're going to continue hearing some callouts as the ship makes its way back to Earth. So when we hear entry max heating and entry max Q, that will mean the ship has made it through the maximum heating and aerodynamic loads it will experience as it returns. So if it makes it through those, we can say we're doing pretty well.
I will say I'm happy re-entry cleaned off this camera for us. It was a little dirty from the weather, so thank you, Plasma, for giving us this view as we start coming down.
That is insane. That is actually plasma because it's so hot.
The hit we
know,
saw
like a
to
plasma
the
cutter?
skirt, definitely
Oh, yeah, I got
interesting. I
one.
will note, when we started doing these missing tile tests, we were intentionally removing them
Hang on
only
to
in
your
the skirt.
butts.
Is
There you
that's
go. Just show-
you know, that's not over your fuel tanks or anything else. That's kind of structurally critical for keeping the entire vehicle together. That obviously exposes your engines, so that could do some things for our landing
A
burn.
reminder, anytime
But
you see green
for now, we
spark,
are obviously continuing with this reentry. We are committed. Indian Ocean, here we come. 50 minutes since
Whoa.
launch.
uh-oh.
We're going to see those colors start to build up a little bit. We are at the point where we're in dense enough atmosphere that the flaps have control.
Oh, that could actually be wind, essentially.
Oh,
So
like
about
cavitation.
74
Yeah.
kilometers in
Yeah, there you go.
altitude.
So,
You were starting to see some sunlight, so we intentionally time these launches right now so we have daylight. The sun should actually come up over the horizon on Starship in about 3 minutes. So as we get a little bit further into this reentry, that inky black below you is going to start to look like clouds and hopefully a bright blue ocean as we make our way down onto
Yeah,
the
not
other
a
side of the
city.
planet.
yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, could I recommend Gaza?
Look, something.
I hear it's a nice
flapping off
place
the
to
back
These
end
cameras,
there.
these cameras are really cool. We added these several
Look
flights
at the
ago,
sail
looking
tags
directly
flapping
at
back
the
there.
flaps.
Yeah.
As not just the heat shield, but these flaps, how they're able to control the
It's extra
vehicle,
pieces. Don't worry
withstand
about that.
that
Yeah,
reentry,
that's spare
the
parts.
seal
No need
So I was
locations,
going to say, is
and where
anybody
they
who does
connect
any
to
racing,
the ship itself
car
are
racing
some of
would
the
know
most
that if you see
critical.
green flame,
We
that
will
means you're
do
burning,
missing tiles on
you're
those
burning
where,
metal.
again, we're
Yeah,
trying
copper.
to...
Especially aluminum.
We're kind of being
Or
mean to
steel.
this Starship a little bit. We're really trying to put it through the paces and kind of poke on what some of its weak points are. I mean, we even have missing tiles over some of those fuel tank sections of the ship itself. And so we're really trying
the
to
third
see
engine's
what are our
back there.
limits.
It's back
We're
over
doing
here.
this over
It's behind the
completely
other three. I thought
empty
it
area
blew
over
off.
the Earth.
Yeah.
No, it's just a piece of the bottom flew off where there was nothing
Look at
there.
our Raptors there. We are, assuming we make it all the way down to the ocean in one piece, we will attempt a flip and a landing burn. We do have at least one buoy, everybody's favorite camera person, out in the Indian Ocean right now, being powered by Starlink. So that's at
Day
our
2 of
planned
the flying
landing
dildo.
location.
Actually,
So
it's day 3,
if we're
Bowler.
able to get any live
And
views
the
of the
dildo
ship,
is
that'll
flying.
essentially
I
tell
repeat,
you that
the
we
dildo
nailed our
is
target.
flying.
able to do that on our 6th flight test, do it in the daytime, which was really
Notice
exciting.
it's quickly slowing down now
Yeah.
and getting lower.
Drop the
Uh-oh.
speed.
Sparky.
Well, the piece of the ship that's supposed to protect the engine is probably not there anymore, so now the heat's
All
in.
right, so we're about 10 minutes until we're probably going to start hearing some of the other big milestones coming up.
Yep, in about 10 minutes, like Dan
Thanks for
said,
hanging out, Great
Starship
Shot.
will be transonic. This is going to be the period of flight where the
I gotta
velocities
cook
of
dinner once
airflow
this thing blows
surrounding
up.
and flowing
Really?
past the vehicle are concurrently below, at, and above the speed
Right,
of
Lee, and
sound,
it's
so
getting
somewhere in
hot.
the range of Mach 0.8 to 1.2. For reference, commercial jets have a range of cruising speeds, but most of them fly at speeds between Mach 0.74 and Mach 0.85. So that's 480 to 575 miles per hour or 770 to 930 kilometers per hour.
The
And
dildo
after
is preparing
transonic
for
comes
entry.
subsonic. That just
That
means
is
you're
right.
slower than the
It's
speed of
actually
sound.
started
We're still
entry.
well in excess of that right now.
The
But by the time
dildo
we hit
is
subsonic,
is
we're
entering
essentially
now.
belly flopping down. There we go. There's that sunlight. So we're seeing the Earth now come back into view. One of the other things we're doing
That is pretty
during
cool.
this, and you're going to see Starship kind of pitch in some pretty, not extreme ways,
should,
but a little extreme,
dispel the flat
as we're
earthers.
trying to really stress the structure of the ship itself, specifically those aft flaps.
The dildo
so the
is
ones at the
playing
very
just
bottom
right now.
of the
That would be
vehicle.
accurate, Tony. Dildos.
We're pushing not just how
Actually,
well does
it's
the heat
playing
shield
just
hold
the
up,
butt,
but how well does
not
the
playing
ship
just the
structure hold up. We are
Going full
pushing
shaft
it
in the
beyond
next 10
essentially what
minutes. There
we
you
think
go.
we'll have to fly at to do something like a return to launch site. So again, may not be a very smooth ride downhill, but we're doing that by design. We're really trying to find what are the edges that we can operate at, build up a good data set. But sun is up, clouds and water down
Sun is
below
up,
us.
tip is up.
We are just about 10 minutes away, a little less than 10 minutes now, until we start hitting transonic and then subsonic. Once we hit subsonic, we're basically just belly flopping.
Belly flopping. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it hasn't blown up yet has completely exceeded expectation. I figured we'd be off the air right by now, and this thing would have blown up. But it's still going.
So what they're going in with the side with just the heat shield on that one side?
Yes.
Okay.
The heat shield's on the side that is pointed towards the heat.
Yep. Pretty good view of all of it.
Yeah, that's because they have antennas on the top of it.
All right,
And
so
they're
about
pointed
55
up
and
to
a
the
half
Starlink
minutes in, you
satellite.
can see the sun is up. Again,
And
we
then the
intentionally
satellite
designed
can
these
go
flights
back down off
to
the
lift
different
off
satellites.
in the evening here so we get these daylight views so we
It's
can
not
get
actually regular
as good
radio. It's
a
essentially
video
internet.
as possible
Yeah.
on the ship, assuming we make it all the way down. We've got at least one buoy powered by Starlink that's out there in the landing zone in the Indian Ocean, hopefully giving us a view again. If you see any live views, not from the ship itself, that means we nailed our landing target.
Starship is past peak heating.
Wow.
All right, we just heard the call out that we're past peak heating, so things are looking good so far.
Yeah, looking good.
Below 20.
I mean, last time the flap was burning through, they were at this point.
And at this
Although
point,
I'm
again,
maybe
the
starting to
flaps
see
are
some
controlling,
blow
so
down
this
there.
movement you're seeing
If
is
you
that
see
forward
that on
flap
the flap on the kind of
moving
in the
to
center of
try
the screen.
and just maintain,
it's starting to get
maintain
bright
control,
over
maintain
there?
attitude of the vehicle as we're coming down.
These people down on the land are going, what the heck?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're over Africa right now, or they're going. What?
Now, the little satellites things, simulations they launched, that's coming in behind all this, right?
Or above it, or
And
below
on one
it.
of our
Yeah,
flaps,
it's
we
somewhere.
got
I'm
one of these
actually
cameras
surprised they
on
don't have a
all four
camera
of the
view
flaps,
of
two in the front, two in
or
the
a
back,
camera on
giving
one
us
of them, but
really good close-up views as we're we obviously don't have a camera that can see the entire heat shield. These give us kind of the best that we can do.
Yeah,
But
obviously a
looking at those
camera on the
flaps is
bottom
really,
wouldn't be
those are
doing
just
too good right now.
super critical for
Yeah.
controlling the ship.
It melted off by now.
You have some ability to
Uh-oh.
maneuver kind of
Oh,
cross
and the
range. So
camera's on the
as you're
flap,
coming in,
so the
you
flap
can
moving.
see in that indicator at the very bottom right that we've pitched up quite a bit. So again, we are
The indoor air
we are
quality in your
maximally
home
stressing those
recently
aft
changed
flaps
before.
right now.
Yep.
Thank
Clean
you.
hands first.
Looks like we got a
Hey,
little bit
what's
of
up,
burn
Dave B?
through
Cheers, brother.
the very bottom part
We're
of it.
watching the giant flying dildo coming for
Everything's
for a
still
burn
looking
up and
good. Ship
splash down.
maintaining control.
While currently drinking some sketch
We
with
should
great
be just
chat.
about
Yeah.
5
Get some
minutes
cash.
away until we hear that we're transonic.
Yeah. Oh, burning off a lot of speed.
Yep. A lot of speed.
We're down 10 grand from what it was.
Yep.
All right. The fin looks a little rough.
A little bit. Yeah, it's seen better days. We got a little burn through.
Yep.
A little toasty, but I think that's down where that part kind of like popped off. Yeah, that fin's a little roasty toasty.
Yep. There goes a chunk.
Yep. Toasty. Anybody
Still
want
a little bit
marshmallows?
toasty on the aft skirt of the vehicle as we continue coming in.
Like I said, I think that's the part. They're coming in on
We
a
are
crazy
intentionally
angle. You
stressing
see
the
that on
flaps
bottom right?
so we can learn
They're
all we
coming
can.
in almost vertical.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be normal. They're doing that to see what this thing can take. Oh,
Right, so now
looks like we might lose a little
we're
more.
already well past
more.
peak heating.
Shoot, I wonder what they made that out of. Tungsten?
22 toes. Gotta get
48, 49, counting down to 48 kilometers in altitude.
What they need for ignition.
Expecting that transonic
Well,
to
it could
come,
still
so
rip
transitioning
apart.
between the speed of sound and subsonic slower than the speed of sound in just a little under 4 minutes from now.
Are they going to agree
Right
to
now, we've got
Atlas?
kind of a lot of
Not this
forward
time, but they
momentum, a
really
lot of forward
should.
velocity.
Because come
and then
November,
eventually by the time we hit subsonic.
3i Atlas takes us all out.
All right, here we go. So this is what we've been talking about, where we are going to essentially try to fully deploy those aft
Definitely
flaps
pulling
and
off.
really stress them out. So again, this is meant to
What are
test
they
the
doing?
extremes for the vehicle.
They're going to move the aft flaps and probably burn them off or tear them off. At least that one has got some.
Oh, yeah,
Nope.
there we go. Oh, wow. Did you see the flame shoot off of that thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that one's
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
you can-
See those flaps swinging out. Again, we are
They like
putting
flapping
ship
the
through the
wings.
ringer on this flight in.
Yeah, that one there's a little chunky looking now. A little burn up.
Yeah. Well, you know, somebody's got to jump on the grenade.
Yeah.
It's like we're still maintaining control.
Yeah, that's surprising. We even all burn up like that. It's
Oh, yeah,
still
you can
moving.
see that the door's closed now. See that
Uh-huh.
door on in the center?
Yeah.
That's the door where they pop the satellites out.
Ah, okay.
And you can actually see the like that rainbow effect you see when you eat metal.
Yep.
All right, the flaps earning their paycheck
Oh,
today,
yeah.
getting through kind of that max stressing.
Definitely things looking good so far. We're about 2 minutes out now from Starship becoming transonic.
One cool thing to note as we get some of those views showing kind of the whole length of the ship.
See how much
One of the
yeah,
changes
a
we
lot.
made after Flight 6
lot.
was to change
And
the
it's
tile
still in
line a
one
little bit.
piece,
So we had
which-
kind of scaled back the number of tiles significantly. As when we go to catch these ships, you don't want to. I think as Elon said, you don't want to shuck the ship as you catch it and knock all those tiles off. So we knew we were going to have to kind of peel back that layer a little bit. And the first time we did it
Oh, look at
was
that
on
burn
Flight
mark.
6, and we saw
I don't know if you could see
kind of
that in the
yeah,
middle
wrinkling
there,
and dimples
next to
almost
the
in the
door,
ship
you
as
see
we
that
were
burn
creating
mark?
these hot spots in
that's
the
where it
uneven
definitely got
parts
hot.
of the heat shield.
Oh yeah,
And so we
but it's still together.
kind of
Mhm.
addressed that. We smoothed it out. That's why you've got kind of that nice smoothed out black line now on the ship. And just looking at it, we can see kind of a little bit of hot spot, a little bit of warping almost. Near the payload door, you can see a little bit of colored patina up above it, but we don't see those kind of deep, almost, they almost look like gouges on that. So it looks like that's been pretty successful. So
Yeah.
all right, we are less than a minute away from hitting transonic. Again, pretty soon our kind of our forward velocity
only
is going to look like
2,000
it's
kilometers
kind
an
of
hour
falling
now.
off a cliff, and Starship will look like it's falling off a cliff as we essentially go into our belly flop. If you watch some
Still
of the
30
high
kilometers in
altitude
the air,
tests
though.
or suborbital campaigns, we were able to test that. That was a pretty fundamental, like, can this thing actually fly? And we were able to prove that out with that suborbital campaign. And that's what we're about to see shortly here.
$1,500.
Yep. Notice the altitude's dropping too.
Yeah.
Stupid gravity.
Gravity's a bitch.
Did you have dinner already, Great Shot?
Yeah, I had some chicken and mixed vegetables.
Ooh, bougie. I've
All
got
right,
some
so at this point,
defrosted-
we've
I
dropped
got some
below the
defrosted
speed of
steaks
sound.
waiting
So
for a little charcoal love.
Starship
There
itself
you go.
is
I
subsonic.
never expected this to go this long.
We are
I'm
starting
gonna grab.
to chill
Go
the
back in. I'm gonna grab
engines
some
for a landing burn attempt.
axis, ground axis, and thaw that out.
To this day,
Landing
I've never
flip
had
supposed to start in
Good.
a little over 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know.
Subsonic Indian Ocean, we're on our way.
Starship is subsonic.
Save
Yeah.
some for me when I come down there.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you get down here in October, I'll cook you up some.
I still haven't found a reasonable
space.
flight. Bonnie was going to look this morning. I don't know if she did.
Okay. Well, it's nice and clear now.
Yep, 650 kilometers an hour. Wow, that's slow. And only 13.
All right, so coming up
look
in
at
just
that.
a little under 2 minutes. So we're going to do the flip and the burn.
Oh,
So we're only
You're leveling
using
it out.
those 3 center Raptor engines, the sea levels, the ones that can kind of gimbal, that can move around and steer.
Look at she's smoking.
Dipping the nose
Oh,
down a little bit.
Yeah, that last fin there looks a little rough.
That's all right.
Still working though.
Yeah, given what they're
Two
doing,
of
with
our
this thing,
engines chilled in, waiting on one more.
you know,
Looks
the
like
way they
And
brought it in
attempt
is
to use
not
3
the way they
burns
would
for
bring
that
something
initial
in.
flip.
They're
We
going to
eventually
reuse.
go down
It
to
would
just
probably
2
slow
Raptors
it down
for the
over
end
like 10
of the
orbits.
landing
You know what I
burn.
mean?
Yeah. Wonder if it looks like they lost some of those little black octagons.
Just about 1 minute
Yeah.
now from that
Well,
landing
those are
flip and landing
those are
burn start.
tiles. Those are dust tiles.
And those little heat shield tiles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're doing up there, but
I know. I just on the backside of the fin.
maybe they're testing different kinds of glue. They're testing all kinds of stuff. This is literally just a test vehicle.
Yeah.
Imagine making something this big to just throw away, just to
Yeah,
learn from. 3.5
Structurally, we're looking
Getting
good.
clouds.
Got good pressures in our nose cone for everything. Just about 30 seconds. Again, we're going to look for the flip. So Starship's doing its belly flop right now.
Right, they're going to do a flip and
Swing
try
out.
to let,
Let's punch through some
pretend
clouds
like
first.
they were going to catch it on a tower. They're going to bring it in down right, hover over the water, and drop it in the water.
Ah,
You
gotcha.
pretend like they're trying to catch it on a tower,
Yeah.
and that's what they're doing now.
Here we go.
Oh,
Starship landing burn startup.
Oh,
uh-oh.
There you
Seeing
go.
3 engines.
like a flip. Yep.
There's our flip.
There's the water.
Oh, there's the buoy.
Hey, how about that?
There's a buoy.
I'm pretty sure I
There's a
just heard
splashdown.
somebody face that say, holy shit. Did anybody else do that?
Hey, it blew up. Whoopsie.
Hey.
There was the kaboom we waited for the whole time.
Oh, man. Yeah. Farewell, Ship 37. Thank you, Buoy Cam. landing flip, landing burn, splash out of the Indian Ocean. There we
We'll
go.
probably see Flight 11 pretty soon.
All right. That was pretty awesome.
Incredible
This is
flight
cool, right?
today for both ship and booster.
Yeah, really incredible. So obviously we're excited here. It looks like everybody's excited over there. Tyler, how's it going over in Hawthorne?
We are super excited here in Hawthorne. It was another exciting Starship flight test in the books, and we hope you enjoyed those Starlink views. So congratulations to the team at Starbase and everyone here and around the company. So many employees have contributed enormously to the Starship program as we continue to iterate and make progress towards a multi-planetary future. So that's going to wrap it up for us here in Hawthorne. Thank you to everyone for tuning in today. It was great being with you today. Back to you guys.
That was absolutely incredible. Huge congrats to all the teams here. Again, we lifted off from Starbase, Texas, right at the top of our window at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We saw Booster successfully lift us up through ascent, had a successful hot staging where ship continued on with its suborbital trajectory. Booster came back down, had that boost back burn, and a successful landing burn with that unique engine configuration as well.
Pretty cool.
And then ship continued on its way, made it all the way into space. We got to see first ever payload deploy.
So exciting.
That was awesome. We got the door open, 8 Starlink simulators deployed, relit that Raptor engine, and then on entry we probably gave it a little bit of extra time in the oven, but made it all the way through re-entry. All 3 engines started up, landing flip, splashdown in the Indian Ocean. Promised maximum excitement, Starship delivered.
Most
so
definitely.
Congratulations, all of our teammates here at SpaceX. It's been a year. Everybody that's worked on this program, this is what we're working for. So big congrats to all of them. Thank you to all of our future customers, too, for your support.
And we'd also like to thank the fine people of Cameron County, including the residents of its newest city, Starbase, as well as the Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Government of Mexico, and the Australian Space Agency.
Be sure to stay tuned to SpaceX on X for updates, more of the views. This is just a tiny amount of the views. We have so many views that we didn't get to feature on the broadcast. So we're going to be going through that over the next couple of days, and we'll be posting it all there.
Yeah, if you're interested in more launch coverage, head on over to spacex.com/launches for the most up-to-date information. In fact, we actually recently rolled out a new departure board featuring our upcoming launches with details like mission name, launch and landing site, and liftoff time. So be sure to check it out.
All right. We just launched the world's biggest rocket. Again, dropped a couple satellites off, suborbital.
Incredible
And he's
payload
repeating
deploy for
himself
today.
Nailed that double header into the ocean, splashdown, time to go through
Well,
the data.
imagine you
Really
help
crazy
make
cool
that
to hit all
thing
those
do that.
objectives today.
Yeah,
You've been
huge
pretty
shout out to all the
excited,
teams
too.
who make this look easy.
Hey,
And
forgot
thanks
about
to all
the
of you for
splashdown
tuning in, and
blow
we
up
will
part.
see you back here for Flight
Oh,
11.
that was
Good night.
intentional.
That was intentional?
All right, well, I'm going to stop the share, because this is a test vehicle. So what I'm going to say is, congrats to SpaceX.
Mm-hmm.
They actually got it down this time. It only took like 4 or 5 flights. It was pretty freaking cool,
Heck yeah.
And this means we'll probably do another one of these soon with Flight 11.
There you go.
So you're live Thursday night with Jody, right?
Yep.
On Bourbon Bounty. He'll be talking about something nobody cares about. And
I think we're talking, what is it? Japanese whiskey this time, I believe.
oh, I have a sound clip for that. I don't even know where it is.
Boring.
Anyway. But I think I'm going to go grill us up some steaks in celebration.
All right.
And,
Sounds good.
yeah, I'll be live Friday night most likely doing some kind of stupidity. Friday nights, 9 p.m. And cheers, y'all.
All right. Cheers. Peace, love, and whiskey.